So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jonathan. I'm going to a pizza place. So what I wanted to talk to you about is in depth about pickup and pickup artists, and what I wanted to talk to you about is my true feelings. Now, what I've told you before is don't study pickup because they basically teach you that it's all about, scoring one night stands. And most girls, like I told you before, most girls don't know you and they're not going to try to hook up one night stand. It's just not going to happen. But I've studied pickup for years, and so I know the tactics and things. And what I wanted to tell you is, now that you understand where I'm coming from, what I want to tell you today is just talk about, in depth about pickup, the positives and the negatives and things like that in more depth, because I feel like if you're mature enough, you can look at it and pull out the positives and leave the negatives. But if you're not mature, I would say stay away from pickup altogether, right? So there's two parts to pickup, right? There is the social aspect and the sexual aspect. The social aspect of pickup is basically they teach you how to introduce yourself to a woman. They teach you all the way on how to act on a date so that the woman will want to get intimate with you. And that's fine. That's fine. As long as it's her choice and as long as you're just acting in a nice, respectful manner so that the woman will want to get intimate with you, there's no problem. The second part of pickup is the sexual part. How to introduce yourself to a woman and how to score with her that night. That part of pickup doesn't work ever because most women, they don't know you and they're not trying to get with you that night. So that part of pickup is garbage. But the thing about pickup is most men, because they're horny, they want to get some, and they want immediate gratification, they're not trying to focus on the part of pickup that teaches about social skills. They're trying to focus on the part of pickup that'll get them sex that night. That's what they're trying to focus on. And so that's why I always preach, don't do pickup, don't listen to pickup artists, because a lot of people aren't mature enough to understand that you can pull out positive parts of it. Most people are going to look at it and be like, okay, I'm trying to score tonight, so I'm only trying to pull out the sexual aspect. So that's my thoughts on that. And I think if you look at it in that respect, from just social, if you look at the techniques and you only look at the social aspect, you'll get a lot more dates. If you start pushing into the sexual side of things, you're going to get most of the time rejected. So that's one thing. Now, why is there two parts to to pickup? Why is there two separations between pickup? Well, the reason is the culture has changed, right? So, tell you the truth, back in the day when they first started pickup, there was a guy, Mystery, and he used to dress like a magician or like a Vegas entertainer. And he used to wear these loud and obnoxious costumes. And his whole thing was to get the number, go on a date the next day, and something will happen, right? And that's what most of the pickup artists preached back in the day. Just be social, get the number, and move forward. And then, a little bit more because, men want immediate gratification. They started using more and more tactics for like, okay, this is how you get the woman into bed tonight. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. So they started going a little further with the whole thing. And that's when things started going crazy. Because it's like, this is how to close a girl. This is how to get over last minute resistance. this, that, and the other. And that's what they started focusing on because people want immediate gratification. And what you're going to find out is getting a phone number, right, is a safe bet. You talk to enough women, one of them is going to give you her phone number or her Facebook. It's always a safe bet. Everybody knows that if you walk up and down the street, talk to women all day, you're going to get at least 2 phone numbers, right? It doesn't matter, right? As long as you're neat and clean and have good social skills, you'll get a couple of numbers. It's a safe bet. But most men, they have the ability to get a woman's phone number. They just have to go out there and do it. You don't need to really be taught how to get a woman's phone number. But to get that immediate gratification, which is never going to happen, you need somebody to teach you that. And that's why it's changed, because a lot of men, they're not going to buy it unless you teach immediate gratification. So that's one thing. And then also what happened, the big thing what happened, is online dating and smartphones. And smartphones destroyed a lot of pickup stuff because the girl has a million options, right? She can look at her phone and have guys DM her all day and all night, and then you meet her up on the street. You have a cool conversation with her, whatever, you get the phone number, and you text her later, and it is lost in the mountains and mountains and piles of texts that day that she's already getting. Do you think she's really going to be able to get to yours? Or, you know, there's the idea that there's always a hotter guy. Do you think you're the hottest guy on her phone? Right? And so what happened is kind of like a lot of the guys realized, okay, if we'll get the number, well, most likely we're never going to see this girl again, right? So, or there's a good chance that we're never going to see this girl again. Why don't we start pulling and teaching pulling and try to push to get some tonight? Because we have to get some tonight. Otherwise, we're not going to get none at all. It's going to be too late. So that's where this idea of pulling came from. And getting some that night. So yeah, that's basically the short history on it. But you know what I say? If you're mature enough, right? Mature enough, you should look at the pickup artist stuff through the idea of being social, all the way up to getting the number. That's it, okay? If you feel that you're a little immature, don't even pick up point blank. Don't even pick up point blank. Period. It's not gonna help you, okay? It's just not gonna help you because most of them are, you know, focused on getting some that night, okay? So that's my advice. I know this video was a little hypocritical and controversial to what I usually talk about, but look, just trust me, okay? Just trust me. As long as you look at the situation like I'm just trying to get a number and I'm only trying to listen to people who will give a number, who are going to teach me how to get a number, then that's okay. Once you start trying to pull and trying to talk to people or listen to people that teach you how to pull, that's not okay. Because, like I said, most girls ain't going to try to let you come home with them that night because they don't even know you. And you're kind of will be creeping into date rape territory. You don't want to do that. So that's my advice. Anyway, oh, and before I go, even though like the girl has a bunch of competition with men in her phone, right? If you DM enough of them, one of them's gonna say yes. It may take a long time because a lot of girls got competition, but trust me, one of those girls is gonna say yes, okay? So you can either take the phone number and take the gamble that one of them's gonna say yes, or you can keep learning how to pull, and you're gonna forever get no's because the girls don't know you. So, and they're not trying to go home with the dude they just met. So that's my advice. If you like this video, give Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.